Hey everybody, Chris Kelly here, Fast Sale Florida. I wanted to do another part video of this this house in Lehigh Acres in Florida. I wanted to talk about Chinese drywall and what effect some homeowners had, not health-wise, because I think I covered that in the last video, but what the economic effect was of Chinese or defective drywall, whatever you want to call it, in areas like Cape Coral, Lehigh Acres, Port Charlotte, areas where there's these mass developments, where there's roads, somebody's taken, thousands and thousands and thousands of acres back in the sort of 1950s and 60s. They've split it all up into these square, semi-rectangular, 10,000 square foot parcels. And then they've sold the parcels and people have built, and there's just an abundance of land. So what happened in 2004, 5, 6, 7, because there was that much construction going on globally due to the subprime market, that people in this area of Florida, the contractors ran out of drywall. And so doing what most contractors are going to do is they're going to look for supplies elsewhere. Well, China were selling them a lot of drywall, and they were fitting the drywall in these houses. What they didn't know at the time was that the drywall was defective, and it was damaging people's health. It was damaging anything that was copper in the house, so plumbing, electrical, air conditioning, so on and so forth. They were breathing it in. And so if we look at like an outlet like this house does not have Chinese drywall, by the way, but you can see how just the copper earthing, that should be a copper color. That is not black plastic, that is just copper that has gone black over time. And this house, we had to make sure that there was no Chinese drywall in it by actually cutting chunks of drywall out of the house. I think you can see maybe a square that was there. We've taken that drywall out, we've checked the back. So again, no Chinese drywall here. But I just want to talk to you about when the subprime market hit and Lehman Brothers collapsed in sort of 2008, as we know, but really this area was already in the decline by late 2006, 2007. There was a lot of people trying to sell. And once things happened on Wall Street in 2008, that's when the market really sort of went south, and there was a lot of REOs and so on and so forth. The reason a lot of people were actually walking away from their houses in these areas was they'd bought a house for, say, $200,000, $250,000, and a year later they've realized that their $250,000 investment is now only worth $100,000. I mean, that's how fast and how hard things came down. And at that point, they're going, you're going, okay, well, do I keep paying the mortgage? Don't I keep paying the mortgage? And some people had already just not paid the mortgage, already sent the keys back to the mail. They called it jingle mail. And the idea is that the bank goes and gets the mail in the morning and they're rattling it, just full of keys. So they called it jingle mail around here. But what people did in these neighborhoods was, even the people who wanted to stay in the house, so it's gone from 250,000 to 100,000, and then they started to develop these health symptoms of this defective drywall, and the lights were going out, the power was going out, plumbing problems. And then the only way to rectify Chinese drywall is to literally come in and take all the drywall out of the house. That's all the cabinets, all the doors, everything's got to come out, everything's got to come off. You've got to get right back to the studs. And then you've got to clean the studs down, and then you've got to go again, basically. So that's going to cost about $50,000 or $60,000. So one of the reasons that Cape Coral and Lehigh was the biggest, downturn in house prices was it was this double blow. It was the blow of the subprime market going from 250 to say 100, and then it was the blow of, wow, I now own a house that I paid 250 for that's worth 100. I've now got 60 grand worth of repairs to put into that house. So the house is now worth 30 or 40 grand. That's literally what sort of prices we're going for on houses in these areas that were affected by Chinese drywall. It was unbelievable. So hope that's been interesting, maybe even educational, and keep your eye out for Chinese drywall. Keep your eye out for areas with abundances of land as the market changes. And but I'm still pretty confident that we won't see in any future recession any sort of mass downturn like we did in those areas at Cape Coral and Lehigh. So Again, my name's Chris Kelly. Thanks for watching. My business is Fast Sale Florida, and you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, or all the usual suspects. And keep sharing, keep liking, and hope you enjoy the videos. Thank you.